Hey, first of all, check out my nose warmer. My nose is warm, and yeah, it's Tuesday, TMI Tuesday. You can stuff a tissue in there, and then your nose just drips onto the tissue, because then you don't have to keep wiping it, and it doesn't. It's good. It's very convenient. Plus, my nose is warm, and everybody loves it. I mean, we went to the ice festival, and I was wearing it, and it was cold. It was very cold. Not at the ice festival. It was like 40. Although that's still cold enough to chill my nose. But we went. Part of the festival was like this giant walk-in freezer full of ice sculptures. They were really cool. Photos coming whenever I get around to it. And it was cold. It was very cold in there. And everybody was like, "Oh my god, you have a nose hat!" And I was like, "Yeah, I do, because I'm awesome." Yeah, so it was a kind of a manufactured festival. I'm sure that they've done it, like that historically it was a thing, but not, car, I'm gonna fight you, but not anymore, really. They seem to have deliberately frozen that section of the river, because the ice was quite thick, maybe a foot thick, but like, other parts of the river were river, so I don't really know how they did that. Like, you can't put a river in a freezer. I don't understand. But that's fine. It wasn't very frozen, because as we were standing on it, some sections cracked. Not off. They were just like, we would hear a noise and realize that there was a deep crack where there wasn't one before. And we're like, oh, okay, good. But I think each night they sort of spray it over and refreeze or something. This was the opening weekend. It goes until the end of January. So there's ice fishing where, and I don't know how they cordon it off, but I know that they bring in fish for that. Because A, Ryan used to lead tours there, and B, every fish that everybody caught was identical. So yeah. They give you a little pole, and there are pre-cut holes, and you sort of stand there and wiggle it up and down, and then a fish bites, and you're like, oh, okay. I failed to catch, I don't know, 7 or 8 fish. They like bit, and I pulled them up, and they're like, oh, wait, no, never mind. But then finally there was one I actually got, which was nice. And then they separated the foreigners from the others, and I'm guessing that was for ease of translation, but it was also like, how dare foreigners contaminate our space. So we were in the foreigner fishing area, and then for the, I don't know how the Koreans did the eating part, but for us, there was like a restaurant, and if you turn in your caught fish, they will hand you the same number, up to 3. You're allowed to catch up to 3. They'll hand you up to 3 cooked fish. I kind of wanted to taste it, but I didn't want to like eat it, because Christina and I had finished fishing after like 30 minutes, but our tour group was allotted like an hour and a half. So we had ditched and had gone to find other food, since Christina doesn't eat fish. And I ate other food. I ate hodok, which is really good. It's like a pancake, and inside is cinnamon and sugar and sunflower seeds and probably other stuff that's really yummy. What else? Yeah, so I wanted like a bite of fish, but we weren't going to stand in line for like a bite of fish. So I didn't, which is fine. We wandered the rest of the time, found a cafe for a while. It was kind of like, hold on, it's getting loud. It was kind of like there wasn't a whole lot to do. Other parts of the festival that we skipped out on included, you could pay for sledding or ice skating or ice sledding, and sundry other activities that had absolutely nothing to do with ice, but they made it that way. They had ice soccer and ice robots, which were pretty cool, but you had to be about 2.5 feet tall to try them. And then they brought a post office, a Santa post office. I don't know why it's January, but to the official Santa post office headquarters in Finland. So you write a letter to Santa, and in like October, they'll send them off to Finland, and then you get a letter back from the real Santa in Finland. I don't know. That's about it. I'm trying to think. That was Saturday. Sunday, I didn't leave the apartment. It was awesome. I stayed in. It was cold out. I was warm in. It was just good. A lot of sleep happened. It was wonderful. We're getting towards report card, etc. season at the school. So I just turned one street too soon. We are in report card, etc. season, so I'm in the process of doing report cards for all 70 children and composing tests for all of them, in addition to marking their essays, and also lesson planning. So yeah, things are busy, but it's all right. That's all I got for you. Bye.